Hi, friends. Okay, you are like snow on the mountains that cannot be seen, but is felt like kilometers away, far, far, far away. Your frequency, your energy, whatever you've done, and this is not necessarily because you've done something big in your external world. This is something that you've given yourself permission to see. Like, you got curious about something. I saw a butterfly, or I don't know, something fly by. um Very much butterflies are big time confirmation for me. Something has been revealed to you, and you didn't turn away. You got curious, you explored, you saw. Like, there's something that you've seen about the way that you've been. Okay, but all the past versions of you, past now versions of you, there's like, you've seen the connection, you've seen the golden thread, you've seen, like, almost like the density in every past now you, and you're like, oh, I recognize that. No, 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 that's not for me now. Like, I see that it was my way of being that was causing me to receive in that way. And by receive in that way, what source means is you are always being divinely compensated. But when you move in a high frequency way, you're divinely compensated in a high frequency way. When you move in a low frequency way, you're divinely compensated in a low frequency way, because source doesn't want you to stay in the lower realms, right? And the only way that you would kind of go, hey, this isn't for me, is if you continue to experience this low density divine compensation. So I feel like you're actually able to see this map, this history of all the divine compensation that you have received throughout this human experience. Two. I'm seeing a lot of twos in this transmission. I feel like, oh, I don't know what's going on there. I feel like you have stepped out of duality. You're not seeing things from a dual perspective. You're seeing things from a oneness perspective. And all of these shifts and all of these realizations, it's shifted your energy. Like, it's shifted your energy field, the reach of you. And it's not even to say that these people, these beings that are feeling you, because they're feeling you, friends. The same way that I'm sitting here in a gown, cold, on a beautiful sunny day, feeling the snow, the ice from far, far away. It's like a light. You're like a light source. You're a beacon now. And whether they know you, whether they can see you, doesn't matter. They feel you. Like, in the same way that you've come online, they have come online. Like, they're like, okay, I like this imagery. You are the radio station, right? You've set yourself to a particular frequency, and you've claimed a particular frequency for now, like 321 or whatever. And the radio station is now aware that the station exists, and people are now tuning their radios in search of your station, in search of you. Kind of like a YouTube video that finds you, and you're like, oh, and it just checks all the boxes, it hits home, it sings true. This is you. And the stations, like, it's done, right? This connection was made prior to any of you and the beings that you're here to connect with and assist in whatever ways, beautiful ways that you do. They're assisting you too. This is a soul contract thing. It's like the beings that you have a soul contract with are now at a level where they are ready to receive the magic that you've got. Okay. Cards are going to come out now, friends. But if this resonates, like things are really about to, and this isn't a prediction of your future. This is just an energetic read because there's only really one way for you to go from the place that you're moving from because of the way that you're moving. And it's where your reality rearranges around you in a noticeable way, like in a way where you're like, you can feel the connection, almost as if you are every single chess. It's like you thought you were the chess player, having to strategize from up here, move. I need to see everything in order to move. I need to know what the other player is going to do. And then you suddenly realize that you're every freaking chess piece on the board, including the opposing player. And now it's like it's you know how they're gonna move, you can sense how they're gonna move, so you don't need to see, you don't need to know what's going on. You just get to kind of move on the board however you feel called to as that piece, knowing that like you're the other piece, you're all the pieces. You like nothing can touch you. Because if you were to, let's say, move in a way that put you at like threat, that threat, that thing that you once perceived as a threat, you now see as you. Like you're like, okay, this is coming for me. It's coming so that we can discover something together. There's no fear in the movements that are taking place around you. You are part of the reality that is rearranging around you, because it's not really rearranging around you, it's rearranging within you. And this is why there's this emphasis on connection. I'm seeing like a phone line like connected on the other side, or even like what little kids do sometimes, next door neighbors, where they connect through like a wire and a cup or something, and they can hear. There's this connection, like you have a direct line, and it's to source. But I'm hearing that for some of you, it's really to like your ancestral line. So for anyone who resonates, and I'm getting a lot of confirmation here, I resonate with this, which is possibly why. But you're a being, if this part resonates with you, you're a being who experiences things in extremity. Like you might be in your human 3D world seeing something, and your feelings, the stuff that you feel, what it brings up within you, 0808, it's more than just your human's feelings about the thing or thoughts about the thing. It's everybody that came before you. And these are the beings that have also really been assisting you at this time, because they couldn't do what you came here to do, but they had to fail so that you could succeed. So you are feeling like, it's almost like you're feeling all the failures, all the density, every reason in the entire galaxy to choose like a low density choice, like to not choose true, to not run, shame, blame yourself, judge yourself, behave in a certain way, like not do the thing you know you should do, or continue to do the thing you know you shouldn't do, like that type of thing. You're feeling the density of every being kind of pushing you in the way that the Matrix wants you to go. And that's why you've always felt things in extremes, because the things that you're shifting with your movements, it's why you're a light being, it's why you're a light warrior. The things that you're shifting with your high frequency movements go beyond you. That's why it's like, you don't need to be seen to be felt. That's why you're snow like a million miles away, being like this icy chill in a hot climate. That's how powerful your movements are. You're shifting and reshaping the galaxy, like with your light, when you choose true. Your purpose here is of a magnitude that there are no words for. Like, I don't even know how to begin to describe what I'm feeling. Like, you in your power, in your truth, it's amazing. Okay, cards are coming out now, friends. So if you're still here, my name is Angela. I'm a channel of and for source consciousness, as are you. And let's hear what source, and I'm hearing, and ancestors, which is all source, all you, all energy, all frequency, just beyond this earthly realm, right? It's just you beyond this earthly realm, assisting you. Okay. Breathing in through the nose to the heart space, acknowledging your light, your magic, your truth, your divinity. And then with each and every exhale, surrendering to the perfection of you and your now, exactly as it is. Breathing at your own pace. Just breathing into that heart space and giving yourself permission to come fully into the body, fully into the here now. And breathing as many times as you feel called to. Okay, friends. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I love this imagery. For me, it's like I'm feeling this, and the only face-up card here is the Hierophant, this ascension, this really like opening Pandora's box is what I'm feeling here, and like not fearing what comes out. This energy of like following through with your frequency, following through with like, how do I put this? If Pandora's box, okay, Pandora's box is this like well-known thing to contain, I don't know what's the way of putting it, like hell on earth, like hell, just not good stuff. But that's a thought construct, like the belief that it contains bad things means that it will contain bad things. So there's this something, what I'm feeling here, okay, take this if it resonates, friends. This is going a little bit into my human's uncomfortable zone, but okay. I feel that either something has happened or is going to happen, and it's not a test, but it is. It's a test of your follow through. It's like you were playing tennis, but there was no ball, so you were just like hitting, practicing your forearm, practicing your backhand, and now there's a ball to actually check to see the accuracy or the follow through of your shot, right? Because you can hit the ball and it can go there, but you have to actually like focus on your follow through for the ball to go where it's like designed to go, where it's like gonna best serve you in this game. And so I feel like something is, and this is by design, is coming or has come to trip you up, like in a serious way, like in a way that causes you to like really want to jump into doubt, really want to like hide away, like that type of energy, like really, how can this be? Like it is I'm just like, it's like the Matrix has lost you raw. And I'm just hearing 3 days. Okay, I don't know if this means that it's something that you're going to be experiencing for 3 days, or if it's going to happen in 3 days, or if it happened 3 days ago, or just like, but something about 3 days, and just giving yourself permission for the next 3 days to embrace everything and anything that comes your way. This is not a say yes to everything thing. This is a embrace everything and trust your feeling on it, because you're the chess piece in the game. It doesn't need to know anything. It doesn't need to see anything. It doesn't need to have this aerial view to know how to move. And whatever this thing, and they keep getting, it's like something that trips you up, like you're going to hit resistance somewhere that, like, let's say you're inspired to do something, start a YouTube channel, write a book, create a retreat, I don't know, something, but you feel called to start. And now you're trying to put all the pieces together and you're hitting resistance somewhere. You're not finding a setting, you're not finding the right equipment, something is kind of tripping you up. And this is not often, many times, if what comes through is that if you meet resistance, right, or if something doesn't work out, it means that it's not for you. Here, the message is a little different. And I feel this, so I'm going with this, friends. It's whatever resistance you meet, to trust, because it's not resistance. The resistance that you're meeting is your old energy. That's why it's so intense. This is your breakthrough point, your breakthrough moment, because you're just meeting all the density, all the stuff. And it's like you're going to be triggered in all the ways. You're going to doubt in all the ways, or you're going to feel, your human is going to kind of feel inclined to want to go that way. And this is really where you get to embrace, okay, that's happening. Let me feel into this. I'm not going to doubt. I'm not going to stop what I'm feeling called to do. I'm not going to take this as a stop sign or a yield or in anything. It may be a redirect, not a redirect in the sense of like, don't do that thing. It may just be calling you to look at another way that you can do the thing, or other ways that you can do the thing, or maybe like you wanted to do something alone and actually you're realizing that you might want to collaborate. And there's this feeling of like all the ingredients are right there, but you're not going from recipe. Okay, so you need to take the time to be like, what do I feel would be good to start my soup with? Most people start with onion and celery, but I'm going to start with this. Okay, and then starting there and then coming back to look at all your ingredients. Like, there's no rushing, there's no method. You are creating the method. And this cannot be, or I guess it can be, but this does not need to be rushed or chaotic. If you give yourself permission to do this thing, to create this thing in trust, in unison, in union with you, the universe, this is the follow through with your frequency, right? If something happens, it's not working against you, it's assisting you, it's guiding you, it's leading you, it's helping you remember something, it's assisting you in finding, I don't know, the people that might assist. Whatever it is, friends, do not see anything as resistance. Because something about these next 3 days, today is the 10th of June. I don't know if that's relevant, but just for it is timeless, this message. But yeah, I feel like energetically, this portal that we're in, your choices are amplified. In yesterday's reading, because I'm seeing here now, like the Pluto card came out, and this card is where everything is amplified. Everything 1912, everything is amplified for you. So your choices are amplified. It's like you've got loaded dice. So like, but all you have to do is think that you're going to land on those numbers, or know that you're going to land on those numbers, or trust that you're going to land on those numbers, and you'll land on those numbers. But every single time you doubt, or you wonder, or you get, or somebody says something that's like, hey, why is that happening? Or that questions, right? It's anything like that. Your dice will like land on what they're not meant to land on, if you know what I mean. And that'll be a learning curve for you. That'll be a learning experience. There'll be remembrance in that. But you can just choose to move and throw and play from the place of knowing that, at least for now and always, should you give yourself permission to, you get to play in a knowing way, not T19, not in a I need to know way. Like a knowing that everything is going to work out, and knowing that there's not, that all you need to do is be here in the game. And if the game gets too much, that you can just observe the game and allow the game to continue to play. That you don't need to be in the space between, like, the game and the source, the observer, the consciousness that you are. That, I feel, is the density that you're kind of alchemizing at this time through your choices, through whatever, like, this word test keeps coming up, but it's not like a test of your worth. It's like a, like, what goes up must come down thing, as above, so below, as within, so without type thing. It's where you remember that. It's where you discover that, like, remembrance within yourself, in this, like, test, in this pushing through. So this is the connection that is being made through. Sorry, friends, this is a really messy message today, and we're still going to look at the other 6 cards. But you're discovering you're creating you're realizing that you control what is in Pandora's box. And you, friend, like, it's like you are Pandora's box, and you're finally going, hey, I'm gonna open up and let myself be revealed to the world. Because it doesn't matter if they think, or some people think, that what I have is like toxic or bad or scary or whatever. There's no fear. Two, and just all of these twos, friends. For me, this is just confirmation for you that you're stepping out of the dual view. Like, yes, you will always be able to experience it. You're a being that will hold multi perspectives forever. Oh, and this is the other thing. Sorry, I don't know if I brought this through, but when I picked up this card, it was like the sun. You are the sun, and I feel like these are like sun rays. You're the rays of the sun. You're like the sun ray touching somebody's face. This is how magical, powerful, felt you are. And what keeps coming through is, it's like you're being felt by people that you've never even been in the room with. Okay, we have the Sun card. I did not see that. The Hermit, the Page of Wands. I have this for you, friends. It's like you let your inner child out, and like the real inner child, the inner child that, or the child that you were before you discovered self-doubt, the being that you were before somebody told you that being that way was wrong and you believed them, the being that you were before you, let's see, before the shell, like, of how you're supposed to behave in society, good, bad, right, wrong, all of that. That's like that child. That's what I feel alive in you. The you, like, before, the you that's always been there, but like the shell is now gone, like the curtains are now open, the sun is streaming through, like, it's time for you to come out, right? All of these beautiful light cards, right, coming out with this Hermit. What are the other 3 here? The 4 of Swords, the High Priestess, the Emperor. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is really this shift where you're, yeah, okay, I'll pull a clarify there now. So the high priestess, you're no longer hiding, you're allowing yourself to be revealed, and that which like has needed to be revealed to you, you've seen. Once again, this emperor, their boxes, there is this trusting that you have everything in hand, that the universe has everything in hand, that you're not alone. I'm really being called to his arm in there, like he is part of the box. Um, he is a piece in the thing that he is building, right? It's not separate. The emperor also really, really speaks about working with like the elements as you have them. I'm feeling that this is your divine masculine really coming online. The emperor is also a 4, and we have the 4 of swords. The 4, this is really okay. What I feel here with this 4 of swords, and I'll pull a clarifier quickly, but is doubt. The 10 of swords, the 5 of cups. It's doubt. It's talking yourself out of something. It's saying or convincing yourself that now is not the time, or you can do it tomorrow or later. It's all of this energy. Whereas the emperor, the divine masculine within you, says no to this energy. This is the shift. You're impossible to resist. You feel your magic. You feel the importance of you, of being you, of the world experiencing you, of you experiencing you, of you experiencing the full experience of getting to be the you that you feel called to be. Okay. So, yeah, it's time to come out of hiding. This is an end of a cycle. And I'm going to pull a clarifier on this 5 of cups as well. Because we have the 4, we have the 5, the 4 of swords, which is really about seeing things from a different perspective, trusting, right? And then we don't move into the 4 of swords, we move into the 5 of cups. And we don't move into the 5 of swords, we move into the 5 of cups, which is about putting it down. So it's like you see the old ways of being and you put them down. But there's something more here. The 5 of coins. Yeah, this is really, whomever is still here, you're walking away, and you're from the belief systems that you had, from the belief systems that other people placed on you or that other people have, or from the emotional expectations you placed on yourself or you allowed others to place on you. I'm feeling an element of saying goodbye to judgment too, right? Because in this 4 of swords, I feel like one of the excuses is this perfection. Oh, but it's not going to be like that. It's not how I envision it. I don't have all the things that I would like it to be 291. This almost this excuse of perfection, and that is linked into that is judgment. So I feel that this is very much a time where you are feeling your heart come online. Like, I feel your heart come online. Like I feel you, and it's beautiful. You're breathtaking. Your frequency is breathtaking. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. I'm gonna pull some alchemy on this Yeah, the Temperance. Things are coming into balance and as I have been feeling with the Temperance card recently, is that the balance is not like an equilibrium like that. It's where this balance is the disconnect between you in the game, like you, the being, and you, the observer, and you, everything else, like that. That is disintegrating, disappearing, and that brings everything into balance. So my tripod is on a table that I painted. It's quite abstract, and the way that the light is reflecting on some of the paint, it looks like somebody jumping, right, taking a leap. Uh, this message, this transmission, is for those who are ready to take the leap, like to take the chance on themselves. And it's not a leap of faith. It's like it's just this leap into knowing, like to open the box and know that everything is going to be perfect. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to fear inside the box. Okay. So I'm going to pull alchemy on this 5 of Cups. We have Venus and we have Sulfur. Okay. I love this because this is just a confirmation of the cosmic energy at play. Jupiter and Venus are in Cancer. Source is really assisting you. I'm being called to the hands here as well. Sulfur here, for me, it almost looks like an eye. Sulfur is also something that like lets off a really powerful smell, right? It's something that you might not see, but you can smell. Okay, so let's read from here because I believe that the magic is really in the book here, in the cards as well. Okay. Venus also happens to be a 4, so I'm feeling that 4 maybe of significance for someone. Venus, pleasure, eros, beauty. With the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small amounts or in small moments is a sign Venus is in balance. An obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. That was at 3333. Go deeper, recall the last piece of art that moved you, revisit it now. To ponder the language of embrace. I love this embrace because you're here to really just embrace whatever you're now is presenting to you. I can't express the emphasis that I'm feeling here with this word embrace. So do with that what you will, friends. To get Venus, get physical. Break open your paint set or pick up an old instrument. Get your hands dirty. Don't do it to achieve something. Do it for the experience. You'll know when Venus has gone away. The senses lead us towards excessive actions not congruent with our heart. It's likely we will regret it the next day. A sulfur. evaporation, up and out, both and. On an esoteric level, sulfur is the first of what is known in alchemy as the tria prima, or the three primes. Along with salt and mercury, it makes up a threefold phenomenon that symbolizes the unity of soul, sulfur, body, salt, and mind, mercury. On a tactile level, sulfur is responsible for both the off-putting smells and the therapeutic properties of a mineral bath. It soothes and it stinks, literally. To understand sulfur is to embrace a both and mentality. Don't be discouraged if the meaning of this card seems to evaporate before your eyes. For now, keep in mind that what is gross contains beauty, and what is beautiful contains its own demise. Sulfur's job is to push the geyser up and out, dissipating the pressure. Don't be surprised if what appears to suck or stink soon becomes a great gift. Go deeper, visit or look at the Sulfur Cauldron in Yellowstone National Park to ponder the red lion. If the sulfur card appears with any others from the Tria Prima, it's a sure sign that the link between them is underway. Friends, without even seeing those cards present, I really feel that the link is underway, but I was called to take the top card, which is Pluto, this live wire, this amplification. Envision what is geyser like in your life right now. What needs to move up and out to be freed so it can be evaporated? I feel very much that this card is also speaking about this evaporation of like the seemingly disconnect between everything. This, I, I love her words, but yes, it's for me, the way she speaks about the soul, sulfur, the mind, the body, all of that coming together. That's really what I'm feeling here for you. Okay. And I'm just gonna flip and pull a few of these because I'm just feeling like adding from a super 5D deck just because it's fun and why not. So I'm going to be taking 3 at the end of each reading. Animals, honor the animal kingdom, golly goodness. This is wonderful. The golden cities, live ecologically and harmoniously. And 43, spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. Okay, friends. Thank you for co-creating this message with me today. Thank you for giving me permission to play in your beautiful magical frequency. And I look forward to the next time we meet across time and space. Blessings and love. Bye-bye.